Welcome and good morning to AARKJ Kiryoku Jiu Jitsu. Today we'll be talking about the armbar variation number 4 for my ground and pound situation. Okay, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have Tracy in my guard. In this situation here, I'm in a typical guard situation. Okay, and what's happening in the situation is I'm actually going through a ground and pound scenario right here where Tracy's actually raining down punches. And as he's raining down those punches, what I'm doing is actually I'm either parrying the punches, okay, or in some scenarios I'm actually absorbing the punches. Okay. So from this position we're going to be talking about armbar variation 4 from a ground and pound scenario. Okay. Now what this is going to do is it's going to take a lot of, as far as muscle memory as well as timing when you're parrying the ground and pound as it's coming down. Okay. In this situation, I'm going to go ahead and be attacking Tracy's right arm, so I have to time it as it comes down to when I parry it. Okay. When I go ahead and parry the right arm, what I want to go ahead and do is I transition into this armbar position as I want to thread the needle. I'm going to go ahead and go into an over-under as I thread the needle. I'm going to go over the arm, then under her other arm. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to anchor down on her opposite arm using a monkey paw grip. Okay. When I go ahead and anchor down, what's happening here at the same time is my tricep area is also locking her other arm down right close to my body. And my body is going to be acting as the base in this situation right here. So in this position, it's pretty much, her arm is pretty much locked down right here. Okay. Now what I like to do is I like to go into a secondary control position, just to go ahead and make sure that everything is pretty much, her movement is pretty much restricted from this point on. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and transition into an open guard. I'm going to go ahead and post on her hips. Okay. When I go ahead and post on her hips, I'm squeezing in. I'm restricting her shoulder movement right here. Okay, and what that does too, it actually also moves my body closer so that I'm able to lock down more on this arm right here. So Tracy can go ahead and try and get her arm out. Everything's pretty much locked down right here. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go ahead and transition to the arm bar. I'm going to move her head to the side. Like in your basic arm bar, I'm going to go ahead and move into a 45 or a T-bone position. Okay. As I move into that T-bone position, I'm going to go ahead and throw my opposite leg over her neck, right here. Okay. So, what's going to happen at this point right here is that the lockdown on my tricep area is still on her wrist. It's still locked down. My body's acting like a base. All I'm going to do from here is pretty much I'm going to hip into it and create the submission. Let's go ahead and look at that one more time. On the ground and pound. Parry, over, under, lockdown, transition to open guard, restrictive movement, okay, move into a good T-bone 45-degree position, throw the leg over, and hip up. Let's look at that from a different angle. And one more angle. And that's an armbar variation 4 from ground and pound situation.